How did Indian immigrants change Chinese Americans? The Indian immigrant made a big noise again, not because of the car accident itself, but because he made a complete network of contacts, funds, licenses, and employment transparent. From trucks to technology, from hotels to school districts, this force is quietly rewriting the territory and order of the United States. Today, we don't watch the excitement, we watch the system. One, the outrageous operation of the fuse is just a hole. Half a month ago, Florida Expressway staged absurdity and comedy turned into tragedy. Singh, a truck driver from Pangzhoupu. The dozens of tons of trucks turned around at high speed and the 4 lanes were instantly blocked. The van behind them had no time to brake and got under the truck. 3 people died instantly. What's more shocking is Singh calmly turned off the engine and stood by like an observer. During the investigation, online users were collectively puzzled. For example, with only 2 correct answers out of 12 oral test questions and recognizing just 1 of 4 signs, individuals can still qualify for commercial driver's licenses in multiple states and operate heavy trucks nationwide. This is not the first stunning appearance. In 2019, he drove a 38-ton overloaded truck and crushed an old bridge that now weighed 6 tons and had been in service for 88 years. A truck of goods and a bridge went into history together. The conclusion lies not in the individual but in the system. How can such a person get through the customs all the way? Who's releasing all the way? The 2 old people fall in love, from the driving school to the motorcade. Zooming out reveals a tightly knit support network: driving schools, trucking companies, financing, loans, village-based help, license acquisition, truck purchases, and job placement, a complete system of mutual assistance. In 2018, Singh was caught illegally, paid bail, and the following year, with the help of fellow villagers, he got his work card and got on the road sports car as if nothing had happened. This is not just a personal opening, but a set of industrial paths for batch copying. One person gets it, the chain is enlarged, and it is quickly trained when getting on the bus. Training and closure, but it is pressed to the lowest threshold. Once a certain ring fails, the accident will make up for the class. 3. The speed of expansion, population rearrangement, and urban displacement. Over the past 25 years, Indian immigrants have poured in like a tide. The total amount doubled from 1 million levels to nearly 3 million levels. Some cities directly complete the rewriting of population composition. For example, in Frisco, Texas, it was still 2.5% in 2000, but now it has soared to 32%. Locals enter supermarkets without smelling new initiatives, but the strong curry scent. Beneath the mockery lies housing price disparities, top-tier school districts, and spaces tied to religious communities. High-income families dominate prime locations, while school districts and modern neighborhoods drive education with noticeable trends in graduate achievements. The school district even introduced multiple Indian language courses. Temple growth, festival spread, and church closures on the religious map prompt mixed opinions. Some see silent acceptance, others perceive cultural dilution during the ongoing societal shift. Scientific myths intertwine with ethnic ecological prestige, sparking debates. In major said technology companies, finance and medicine, high-risk samples of Indian medicine have swept the screen, and a series of success myths with the names of Google, Vira, and Adobe have become more and more bright. On the flip side is group ecology, with hiring skewed towards self-recruitment, layered barriers at entry points, and self-closed promotion cycles. This led to the joke of a technical group where 20 members included 19 Indians, with the last considering adjustment. Reputation remains, but trust is eroding. Critics argue that promoting only one demographic hampers innovation, internalizes operations, and causes friction, exemplified by negative business cases. Strategic slogans are rolling, basic skills are dropped. While outsourcing reduces costs, risks may be outsourced. Smart on the surface, costs a lot. This is not to discredit anyone, but to increase social scrutiny when you occupy off. The key channel is transparent, and the diversity of performance will be seen in the bright light. 5. Two-tier society. Upper-level myth contrasts sharply with the complex realities faced by the bottom layer. The upper level uses resources to build rules and tell narratives. The bottom-level sports car profession fills vacancies and often struggles with overtime and low security. Take personality as an example. The mutual aid chain helps him get a license and find a job. But he is also carrying human warfare and high pressure. Ironically, he is exhausted for the system function. Without this batch of low-level labor, it is difficult for American logistics to rotate, and the faster the system rotates, the easier it is to ignore their safety and dignity. This is the double layer ecology of Indian immigrant groups. The upper layer is glamorous and the bottom layer is heavy. 6. 7 battlefields for close cooperation between Chinese and Indians. 1. Technology entrance in is equal to network density. Internal promotion station channel planning is equal to technology depth. Projects stably retain friction, promotion and voice. 2. Small business in is equal to one-stop copying. Planning is equal to a single point extreme who controls the operating rights and parking spaces. 3rd, logistics in is equal to strong organization and stable billing, but it can be attributed to low pressure, which is equal to small pair of stability, but it is easy to frame weak solution joint venture plus unified training plus risk pool. 4. School district in is equal to strong organization, PTA active planning is equal to strong academics, and competition multi-focus quota curriculum transparency. 5. Commercial real estate should be equal to the package operation plan of the whole building and the whole section, which is equal to the actuarial grant of a single store, the key SPV joint venture plus unified operation. 6. Outsourcing and supply chain should be equal to it. Service planning equal to manufacturing, supply chain collaboration, Chinese plus Inuit plus foundation sales. 7. Grassroots politics B is equal to setting up more discussions in dining cabinets. Planning is equal to strong materials, but there are few points in the dojo. Who will come and who will talk about what is equal to resource flow? Network density wins entrance technology, depth wins retention. Individuals can win the battle, and organizations can win long-term competitors in the same city than cross-training partnership. 8. Why can you run so fast? 3. Underlying logic. 1. Familiarity with language and system. Elite education focuses on exam-oriented learning, ensuring barrier-free skills in negotiation and accent-neutral results. 2. Group replication and financial instruments. One person gets through the joints, driving schools, loans and fleet customers quickly copy, the risks are diluted and the scale is enlarged. 3. Job gap and cost gain, market shortage, plus corporate cost reduction, threshold dismantling, risk outsourcing. Form an ecology that seems to be compliant but is actually loose. Finally, that death U-turn is not the end of the story, but let us face a question: how can the efficiency of expansion align with public safety and social trust? Which path do you prefer? A first, make language signposts and fatigue management into hard text thresholds for annual inspection. B. First, thoroughly reflect the mutual aid chain finance and training. Leave a message about your point of view, like follow and forward our little blue people.